Yeah. There you go. Hello, replay viewers. Let's see who wakes up with me. Gotta get this voice going. Cup of coffee in the big time. Cup of coffee. Cup of coffee in the big time. Good to see you, Nebo. Buenvenu. Good morning, Jim. Good morning, Jim. Safe travels, Jim. I hope you're traveling safe. JC Droid, welcome. Diva, hello. Mrs. Metalhead's waking up in the Hudson Valley, and Diana Lee's having a great afternoon in London. And the ABX girl, welcome. And Phyllis, good morning. And India's exposed investigations. Hello, good morning. Do you expose Indians on investigations? Good morning, John Lore. Good morning, Robert. You don't leave until you don't leave until Monday. I'll see you tomorrow night. All right. I'll see you tomorrow night. Good to see you, Travis Weeks. You do. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Good to see you, Tangi. Welcome. Good to see you. Good morning, GM Chris. Virginia Wedlike. Good morning. Dave in Bangor, Maine. Good morning. How are y'all doing on this Thursday? I thought we walked 4 miles yesterday. We did 5 miles yesterday. 5 fucking miles yesterday. Good to see you, Nicolas. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning, Sally Skipico and Travis Weeks in South Africa. Travis, thank you so much for watching all my replays. Travis has been religiously watching replays that even I forgot that I made. I'm like, what? What did I say in this video? It is a beautiful morning. It'll be a great day today. Good morning, Adriana. Yeah, 5 fucking miles. Good morning, Jane Grimaldi. Be careful with the old capital letters. Nightbot doesn't like that. But the buses were messed up this morning, but in my favor because I left earlier. So, as people peer into the phone, do you see the eyeballs in the background, guys? Take a shot of your favorite espresso when you see the eyeballs pass in the background. Did you fall asleep early yesterday? We'll do it again today. Good morning, Dave JR out there in Dartmouth. The buses were all messed up this morning, but my bus came like almost 10 minutes early, so I did a little run to catch my bus. So I'm here with extra time for you guys. Darlene, good morning. Did you see that, right? What's this, a candy bar thing he's talking into? Anyway, now you get to see me eat I said to myself, might as well just eat my donut on live stream for you guys. And I know some of you guys don't have these. French cruller, everybody. French cruller. No, those are not New Yorkers. Those are tourists. Tourists always never mind their own business. Good morning, Austin City Limits. Your favorite? Yeah. Oh, I like eating French stuff in the morning. I had a croissant before. Where are we going today for a walking? We're gonna go, well, this is not a walking channel there, Nicola. Just keep that in mind. But we're gonna be riding the NYC ferry today because I gotta go back to Bay Ridge. So we're gonna go from Lower Manhattan to Bay Ridge today after I do my bicycle tour. But remember, folks, this is not a walking channel. They're having a meeting at work today, so you got a Krispy Kreme. Nice. It's okay, Adriana. You didn't have to wait for me. Ice swirl of positivity every time. Every time I turn on this live stream, I will have a good tour, Stephanie. Yeah, we look at nothing. We look at nothing. But I got to go back to Bay Ridge today and take care of some things at the homestead. If anybody has a nice, affordable apartment that you guys want to... Please, for the love of God. Good to see you, Robert. Welcome. It's 75 degrees with the wind blowing out of the north. That direction. Or this direction. and the humidity is kind of low, 62%. It's gonna be nice and toasty today. I'm doing great, Robert.
One more.
I will enjoy my breakfast, RK. I am enjoying my breakfast. It is yummy. I'm consuming sugar for you. You saw a $1,500 apartment on Eastern Parkway on Street Easy. That is literally not exactly in my price range. Any direction, that's right. Good morning, Hank. I wouldn't live on Eastern Parkway actually, so trying to find a place in Bay Ridge or, Bath Beach. If I'm really lucky, Dyker Heights. I would love to live in Dyker Heights, but have good food over there. But back at it once again. Tipping culture, having to work off of tips, really sucks sometimes when you have to rely on these tips and nobody tips. Looking at as this week it's been evolving, there's in one of the tour guide Facebook groups that I'm in, a lot of tour guides and a lot of people in the service industry are all saying that their tips are down considerably. And when I look at my expenses as of late, my income is down tipping wise like 80%. Really fucking sucks. Normally this time of year, I'm like living off my tips. So I just spend my tip money, and then whatever money I get in from my regular hourly, I put that away for the winter time. And the tipping money has barely been able to cover my MetroCard and travel expenses. So it really sucks. It really fucking sucks. Oh, I appreciate that, Diana. Yeah, Little Poots down 80%. Yes, the economy is bad, so of course tips are down. Yeah, but then also I think people are just not tipping. I know Indians, I do the same thing. If I can't tip, I don't go out. Just a way of asking. It's just a way of asking where we're going today. Absolutely. You hate that people who don't tip. Yeah, no, it sucks. It sucks. Tight-handed people, yes. I don't claim my tips. So, because I make enough on my hourly. Vitor from Brazil. Boa noite, Brazil. Or boa tarde, Brazil. Tips are up. Or tips are up for you? Yeah, that's good. Excellent live stream yesterday. JC, I'm glad you enjoyed it. You don't have a lot to give, but you think you tip more generously? Yeah, no, darling, you've been very kind to me, so I think you probably tip very good. I over tip, me too, John. I tip a minimum of like 30%. Minimum. If the service is really good, you're talking about like a 50% tip I sometimes will throw out. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert's live streaming loves Brazil.
Like, it's not like I need to be able to.
You're more than welcome. Yeah, thanks for tipping, guys. Around there, tips are higher. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert's live streaming Highland wants to let us know that Rio is amazing. Yeah, I don't know. You're going on a Brazil tangent now. I don't fucking know. Good for you. Good for you, Robert. Oh, Diane, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I hope the tips are great today, too. I don't know how many people I have. I have no idea. I have to say, Nabul, this year I have had a lot of French guests who have tipped me very kindly. Very kindly. I have the best shows on YouTube. I appreciate that. Watch the live stream. Watch the replays. Watch the replays. On this August 15th, 2024, it's 8:50 in the morning. I will have a nice day, Little Boots. I hope you have a nice day. Join me later on. We'll ride the NYC ferry back to Brooklyn. Good morning, Mr. Metalhead up there in the Hudson Valley. As everyone wakes up. You see where this is going, John Lore. Good morning, Hector Garcia. Good morning. Does it make your whole day, Indians? I appreciate that. Colleen, good to see you. I hope you have. I hope you're having a great day out there in Cyprus. Good morning, Brian Davis. Get to see my face in real time react. This is a thing that people sometimes do in live stream chats where they'll latch on to one thing and then they'll kill the fucking cat. They'll kill the fucking cat. And the cat's begging for mercy, meowing everywhere. They don't get the hints sometimes, but they keep on. And it's a metaphorical cat, not an actual cat, people. I hope you understand this. Some people take my shit too literally. This is why I say if you're not an adult, authentic-minded, logical adult, I don't recommend my broadcasts. Good to see you, John Burke. Good morning. I read all the comments. You like me there, Robert? I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I like you too. Just don't put the links of your live streams in the comments section of my videos, because what happens is when you put a link in the comment section of my videos, it gets hidden away, and then when I realize that you're only self-promoting yourself, I delete the comment. People don't understand metaphors. No, people take shit too seriously, and it's annoying. These people can never live in New York? Absolutely. Linda, good morning from Coney. Showing love from Coney Island. What street are you watching from, Linda? I'm over there on Seaview Avenue in Seagate. Yeah, enough with the, I have been doing YouTube since 2006, and I have never self-promoted myself unless somebody asked. We got a $20 PayPal from somebody. Thank you so much for the $20 PayPal. Shout out to West 20th and Surf. That's what I'm talking about. I bust past through there this morning. Good morning, Carlos. It's like if you don't agree, people act crazy. Hector, abso-fucking-lutely. I appreciate it. Thanks for liking my stuff. Thanks for still liking me. I try to be likable. I have to be likable. It's YouTube, right? Wow, whoever gave me the $20 PayPal. Let me see. Who gave me a $20 PayPal? From the Metalheads. Thank you so much from the Hudson Valley. Mr. and Mrs. Metalhead up there in the Hudson Valley. Thank you so much for the PayPal, guys. With a $20 PayPal. Mr. and Mrs. Metalhead, thank you so much for a very generous $20 PayPal. Thank you so much for today's $5 club 4 times today. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $20 PayPal. And JC Droid with a $10 super chat. JC Droid, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Thank you so much for today's $5 club 2 times this morning. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $10 super chat. So JC Droid and the Mr. and Mrs. Metalhead up in Hudson Valley, y'all have paid for my breakfast and my ferry ride later on today or later on this afternoon. That's the phrase I want to use. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it, guys. I mean, I'll entertain you. I'll entertain the shit out of you. Those super chats that made 15 people immediately leave the room. It's like, he's getting money now. I'm gonna get out of here. He's not walking. Good morning, Julie P. OG. Welcome. Let's see. You follow only me and Ange? Oh, appreciate that. Do you like my sideshow catcher? This is a vintage last year Mermaid Parade t-shirt. It's a comfortable shirt. I don't want to be too restrictive today. I need a little bit of color because we're going to be in the sun, so. And I think you could get Sideshow Cat shirts at coneyisland.com. Jenny Jones, artist Jenny Jones made this shirt. The eyeballs coming into the camera are really funny. Who's smoking a cigarette? What is it, 1997? Jenny Jones is great, fantastic artist. Really down-to-earth person, a Coney Island polar bear. So we have seen her swim in the ocean in the wintertime. Really nice human being. Her and her husband. A really great couple. When I look at couples like that, it's like couple goals, you know? They both support each other and uplift each other, and it's just a beautiful thing. They're what we call Macoing. Okay. Macoing. Good morning, sunshine after rain. Welcome. There you go. I appreciate that, Nico. Who's smoking a cigarette? It's like fucking, what is it, 1997? Am I in the Roseland Ballroom watching Radiohead? Good morning, Azan. It's funny that now he's like, there's somebody smoking like 1,000 yards behind me, and the smell is literally wafting all the way this far over. I know they Macoing. Oh, that's what it's called? The ones who are looking over call them Macoing? Okay, awesome. Good morning, Sarah. Sandra and Longfield, good to see you. Good morning, everybody. Does somebody already use Apple Intelligence? I have no idea what you're talking about, Robert. Nebul, I can tell the difference between regular cigarette and menthol. Yeah, Roseland, get the contact high. That's why I loved that venue back in the day. I know, cigarettes are so strong. That's why I like it when people smoke weed. At least I get a little buzz out of it, and it smells more pleasant. John Lord, no need to miss cigarettes. You smoke weed, dude. Okay, yeah, Robert, yeah. I remember Cools. Was that the Cool? No, that was Joe Camel. Was there a Cool Camel? I remember Cools. Yeah, it's the cancer that made you quit. Yeah, that's a nice shirt right there, John Lore. It's the cancer that made me quit. In the Netherlands, you all smoke weed? Yeah, I know that. I went to the Netherlands. To think about it, I went to the Netherlands in November. It's going to be 20 years. In November 2004, I went to the Netherlands for a whole month. And I wanted to visit all of the towns New York City neighborhoods are named after. You wish you could get your cousin to quit? Well, Julie, give it some time, Julie. And it's going to happen eventually. Bloody hell. They're really smoking. Pall Malls, Chesterfield, Kings. That's right. Good morning, Tom. You used to smoke Camel. I used to smoke Parliament for like 2 minutes. And then I started smoking cigars. And then after that, I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm just going to not going to smoke tobacco at all. You got to use that line about 1997. Julie, am I right, Julie, though? Am I right? Hector, you smoke cannabis? Absolutely. In Toronto, you smell weed also? Yeah. I don't know. Watch out, New York. The sugar's hitting. Please come back to Rotterdam. It's so different now. From 20 years ago, I couldn't imagine. Rotterdam was okay. Too many people that I met in Rotterdam always compared Rotterdam to New York City, and I'm like, no. Amsterdam is like a lot more like New York, even though they're both nothing like it. One way or another, it will happen. Yeah, you'll stop smoking tobacco eventually. Tobacco is kind of, but I get it. It calms people down. Some cannabis gummies are great. When they hit sometimes a little too hard, then it's like, sometimes you got to plan your day around a gummy, and I don't like doing that. Good morning, Jay. Good morning. But it's a trident. It's a trident. So he was our king merman, and this is for the mermaid parade. So it's a trident. People who like to drink alcohol and smoke, yep. I like to smoke weed and drink alcohol and drink beer. I don't think you can compare us to anywhere. No, they can't. That's the thing. No, you can't. Like, I had like this, I remember a few years back, I had like this big ass fight with somebody because she always compared Brooklyn to Austin, Texas. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean? It's like, you can't, there's only one New York. If you love this shirt, ConeyIsland.com, everyone, ConeyIsland.com. If you want some Sideshow Cat merchandise, and follow Sideshow Cat on Instagram. Oh, hello, puppy. I got a puppy by my legs all of a sudden. I got a little dog by my leg. You really wish weed was legal everywhere, but treat it like alcohol so you don't smoke it. Well, here in New York, you can get arrested if you're like stoned and driving. So yeah, it's just like Toronto's, no different. RJ, good. I mean, good to see you there. Indians Exposed, welcome. And RJ, what the Indians Exposed said? No fucking comparison. Absolutely. I know it would be boring if everything was the same. And I mean, New York is not like Amsterdam, and Amsterdam is I was amazed in the Netherlands how quiet everything is. Because everybody's riding bikes and shit. So it's like a different kind. And y'all could drink alcohol out there. Here I am thinking, oh, we're gonna smoke some weed and maybe get some what's that shit called? Oh my god, the moon rocks. I forgot the name of the shit. The resin shit. And everyone, y'all drink out there. Oh my god. I was kind of amazed, like on a Tuesday night. You know, it was like, where are all these young drunk people coming from? So he's not on YouTube. He's not on YouTube. It's on Instagram, Julie. So Sideshow Cat. Just search Sideshow Cat on Instagram. He's a beautiful orange calico cat. He's my neighbor. We live on the same block. I live on the same block with Sideshow Cat and some of the Sideshow performers. So I've kind of come full circle. I live near my friends now. But yeah, but I'm neighbors with Sideshow Cat. So I see him all the time. Even though I'm barely now at Coney Island, USA, like I only go there really to work in. But there's the link. Did you find them? Thank you so much. Anything goes out here is legal. It's shrooms. I think shrooms are legal here in New York. They've been selling magic mushrooms as of late. I wouldn't recommend it now. It's not like the 90s. It's not like the 90s. Back in the day, that was my drug of choice. Full, candid honesty. I used to love spending like a weekend getting all tripped out. Go to a rave in Greenpoint. Wake up on a park bench. Good morning, Jeanette Trainer. It does. No. If you have, Adriana, if you have a good experience with hallucinogens, like magic mushrooms, it could alter how your brain works, and you end up being a lot more efficient. It takes, oddly enough, it could take away anxiety if done correctly. As for me, you know, in my late 20s, when I experimented with that kind of stuff, around that same time, I was listening to a lot of Alan Watts and this Krishnamurti. That was another one I used to listen to a lot. And I would listen to their tapes and whatever kind of material I could find. This is before internet. And I would study, and I would, you know, open my mind. And then the last time I ever did shrooms, I was out in Pennsylvania, and I was in this awesome, like, kind of like house, and I was having a really good trip. All the trees were symmetrical, and the moon was massive. And then when I woke up that morning, I'm like, you know what? I'm never gonna trip out ever again. And that was 1997. 1990. It was a long time ago. Good to see you, Into the Lens. Yeah, remember the Limelight? Oh my God. Anti-weed laws are about class. Opium was legal. Yeah, I know. Nick, that's very true, Nick. That's very true, Nick. You only take cannabis for medical purposes? Yeah, me too. Your friends did it one time and watching them freaked out. I mean, you do freak out. I mean, I would grind my teeth when I tripped out really hard, but most of my trips luckily were good. It could help with disorders or create disorders. Exactly, Austin. It could work either way depending on the situation that you put yourself in. We are up to 88 viewers. Wow, I'm about to say we got a lot of viewers watching. You know a lady who used to drink? Yes, magic mushrooms in tea is probably the best way to ingest it, because it does, like, magic mushrooms just naturally, good mushrooms are going to make you want to throw up. So putting it in tea is really good. Weed today is light years ahead of what we used to have back in the day. Light years. It's not your grandparents' weed anymore, you know what I mean? It does depend, Owl. Good to see you, Dan. Good morning. This is my bad drug of choice right here. This is the drug that I have probably abused the most is coffee. I drink way too well, I don't know about the Duchess drinking too much coffee, but I drink too much coffee. Man, good magic mushrooms taste horrible, yes. Only a few brands back then, yes, indeed. This new weed is spectacular. And then we got the vapes and everything, and caffeine is not, I wouldn't call it addictive, Brian, but it helps me get through the day. Let's see, for Nick Donaldson, that in Jamaica, his father used to told me how his mother gave him cannabis tea when he had a cold. Yeah, I mean, cannabis is like, it's the magic drug. It's a miracle drug. Good morning, Tanya. Or Tonya. And good morning, CB Earth Day. Good afternoon. Cup of coffee in the morning. Cup of coffee in the big time. Nothing like a man talking into his phone, drinking a cup of coffee. Absolutely. Hank, it's the new it's the new television there. It's the new television. Yeah, back in my day, nickel bag, right? Man, had nothing. I remember I took back a nickel bag to my nickel bag dealer named Nick. Go figure that shit out. And Bay 50th Street. And because I know he watches. And I remember he gave me a bag that was all seeds. And so I went right back. It's like, bro, I can't smoke seeds, bro. Anyway, I won't stop drinking coffee. Try cough syrup. No, thank you. No, thank you. Use cannabis tea to help with asthma. Yeah, din. I'm telling you, it's the miracle drug. It's the miracle drug. It's the miracle drug. I wouldn't be able to really function the way I do if it wasn't for cannabis. I'm able to tolerate a lot more bullshit. And more importantly, like at the end of a day, it helps me transition and kind of just like really, really delete the day's troubles. You know, I used to do it with alcohol, and that's not good. So a little 1 or 2 puffs off the pipe. And by the way, good weed, that's all you need. Let's be honest. It's great. Yeah, it's called the leaf of life. That's right, Nick. Good to see you, Splendid. Should I come to New York City to live your American dream through Mexico, or the dream is hard to achieve nowadays? I'm not going to get into that discussion. If you want to come to New York, just make sure you have a career plan ahead of you. Because here in New York, we come here to make money and live life and have fun, and everything is turned up. And don't be slow, don't be dumb, pay attention. If you get a text, go to the side of the sidewalk. And New York is not for the weak or naive-minded. I know. Do I feel like I'm speaking right to you there, Julie? That's the whole deal. That's the new media that we have now. It's way more interactive than old media. But a lot of people come to New York with like these little fever dreams of like what it's like to live here. It's not like Sex and the City. It's not like Big. It's not like any kind of movie that you've seen of New York. It's much more complex and different. So, good to see you, Ollie. Good morning. Anyone trip on acid before? I have tripped on acid many times. Actually, what was it? It's not like Gossip Girl. One of the first Lollapaloozas we had here, was it Randall's Island they had it? I forgot where they had one of the first Lollapaloozas I tripped on acid. I went to many a illegal rave in Williamsburg tripping on acid. That's why I prefer shrooms. Most of that is fiction anyway. It is. It's true, Ollie. A year ago, JC Joy was hospitalized and in the rehab center for 7 months. Still not well yet. Well, get better, JC. Better days are yet to come. You're still here. You're still hanging out. That's all that matters. But stay strong for us. Stay strong for us. You got to have a strong mindset to live in New York City. Absolutely. You have to be strong. Too many people give up. And now with this whole internet culture of like complaining on the internet and shit, like, oh, things didn't go my way. When you live in a place like New York, you're going to have days where nothing goes your way. The subway is going to be messed up. You're going to be stuck in traffic. You're going to, your delivery got lost along the way or robbed or stolen. And you have to roll with the punches. And some people don't know how to. You do love how you got mail. I missed that movie. Ali, yeah, it was a fun movie. But how's the pizza? The best in the world. The best in the world. All right, 20 more minutes and I gotta go to work. And then you'll leave and you come back and we're all different. Yes. And when you leave, come back and you're different. Yes. Oh. What would I give just to stay in bed all day and watch live streams? But yeah, JC, continued recovery, JC Troy. Continued recovery. We'll keep on doing fun stuff to occupy your time, your mind, and entertain you and give you a laugh. And I can't leave John Lore. I know I can't leave. I live somewhere else for a little bit, and I just went completely fucking crazy. The FOMO was real. Like, the fear of missing out on stuff here in New York was like really strong and really real. MXP 2000, good morning. Nothing like Coney Island? Absolutely. You got to work in a couple of hours. And sunshine after the rain. Don't work too hard. Don't work too hard. And thank you to all the channel members who enable me to do this. I think once you're used to a place, it'll be hard to live somewhere else. Absolutely. Work, you'll try to sell some. Okay, awesome, RJ. RJ, don't work too hard, man. I think I would die if I ever left New York. I would die inside a little bit if I ever left New York. You might last a few months, but you come running back. Yeah. Their Cash Jordan days and their Dutch Moss days. That's a smart comment. These are the comments that I really live for. Jack Spencer, thank you so much. That's the kind of comment I live for. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be a Trash Jordan or a Dutch Moss? It's up to you. As the jogger almost punts the small dog behind me. What? You're not gonna. Every day's not gonna be your day. Let's see here. Azan's never smoked or drink, and he at 24 you consider yourself good. Yeah, absolutely, Azan. Substances are not for everybody. Good to see you, Theodore Molly. You're more than welcome. I'm glad I'm making you smile. That's my job. Yeah, I can't live anywhere. You know, Mr. and Mrs. Metalhead came back. They're up in the Hudson Valley. You're a Dutcher, that's right. Are you a gloomster or a steeplechaser? Jack, that's what that comment reminded me of. The Blowhole Theater sign that you had to pass after you got up the steeplechase ride. You had that sign that said, are you a gloomster or a steeplechaser? So are you a Trash Jordan or are you a Dutch Moss? Which one are you? I know, more for us, exactly. But all right, so really quick about the Trash Jordan clickbait. It's getting ridiculous now because if the comment is not like it begins, it's like something else that like kind of makes you and I get it, he's doing it for engagement and he's getting a lot of clicks out of it, but then like you have like the retorts from like people like John Har, that Be the Har guy, which I can't. I'm gonna be honest, I do not like his approach to shit. It's really like fucking vanilla, and I hate vanilla. And so it you have like these two dichotomies. And by the way, people who supposedly move out of New York and still make New York City content, it's like, come on, man. Make content where you live now, in your new place. Oh, I get it now. You know, New York is the views, and I get that's one thing I do get. I like sharing this place with you guys. I don't want to like turn it, or I don't want to shape it into something that's not really what it is. You know what I mean? Now, am I going to go to Randall's Island and show you the migrant encampment out there with all the illegal cars and scooters out there? Probably not, because I don't find that interesting to show you guys. I don't want to watch my YouTube video 10, 15 years from now being like, I know that migrant camp was certainly a wacky time. It's like, I want shit that's going to make me happy, that's going to like, you know, I want to smile too. I want to smile too. Yeah, Trash Jordan is going crazy with the AI. It's very annoying. It is overly ridiculous. Somebody is paying him for that foolery. Views get money, and when you get people fired up about something, it makes you money. It's tough to move from place to place when set up roots. Absolutely. You don't know he is and Glad. Yeah, you don't know who he is and Glad. Yeah, no, you don't need to know who Trash Jordan is. You only like vanilla and ice cream, absolutely. Don't get me started about the backstage guy. Don't get me started about the back. I've seen that guy, the New York City backstage. I despise that channel. I despise the New York City backstage channel. He lives for negative. No, he does. He's a very negative creator. It's not cool. He has people really believing. Oh, I know, Din Din. Yeah, you like my T-shirt? Go to CodyAllen.com and you can buy something like that. Yeah, no, nobody wants to see that shit that we have to live with. It's true. There's enough negativity in the world, you know? You're more than welcome, Diana. I do kind of show you the real New York because I get out there. You looked at a Cash Jordan video and it took 3 weeks for the algorithm to stop sending you that shit. So if you don't, there are a few YouTubers that the algorithm constantly sent me. If you don't know how to do this, whenever you see your For You page, there's 3 little dots next to the For You. If you really don't like something, say like you want to see less of it. And eventually the algorithm will learn. And there's certain channels that I used to get all the time. I never see them now. And Trash Jordan is one of them. Trash Jordan is one of them. You saw only a few of their stuff and you stopped. Yeah, no, the NYC backstage channel is awful. I can't stand it. It's like these little edited things where it's like, we're going to show a fight at a McDonald's. And it's really like, it's like nothing burger after nothing burger after nothing burger. And it's like, I get it, you know? But yeah, this city's full of horrors. It's always been that way. Exactly. We don't need to see migrant issues because there's enough of that on mainstream media network television. Exactly. You clicked on the political thing one, and yeah, it sends you politics stuff all the time. Yeah, me too. Yeah, unfortunately, you don't get that crap. That's good. You're more than welcome for the pro tip. Good morning, Torkel. It's because nobody wants to be real. Oh, I appreciate that. I know. Yeah, no, Azan, that's the thing. People go to Times Square every day, and you know, I don't like advertise. Exactly. What John Lord just said. I don't like to advertise the crap because it's easy to find anyway. I know there's much more to a city than just the main attractions, like the outer boroughs. Absolutely. What is life around New York City suburbs? It's relaxing. It's calm. It's nice. And if the trains work, it's great. You don't even watch a second of it. You don't want YouTube to recommend those channels to you. Yeah. You can't let the algorithm win out. You know, you got to be like, I don't want to see that shit. Then you get the other live streamer people who go up to people and interview them. You know, it's like, when was the last time you had a croissant for dinner? And it's like, who gives a shit? And do I really want to know that from just rando people in the street? You know, it's like, and the Kick live streamers. And there's a new live streamer I saw. He stream sniped Mr. Based the other day in Washington Square Park. This guy's a fucking asshole. He lives in the New Jersey suburbs, or he comes from the New Jersey suburbs. He went to fucking Rutgers University. It's like this little pretty boy. He wants to be like a hardcore live streamer. And it's like, bro, you ain't fooling nobody. You suck, you're boring, you're unimaginative, and you chase clout with nothing to back it up. If you're gonna chase clout, at least have some kind of like gravitas that will keep people bringing you back to you. You know, have like a fun personality and shit like that. Not just don't be like, just being an asshole to random people on the streets of New York is not exactly a pleasant personality. And again, this whole IP2 community, you got to cultivate just negative, angry people that will drop you at the second they see something else. And the most fickle fucking audience I've ever seen on the internet is the IP2 community. And yeah, and I'll leave it like that. I just leave it. I could go on and on about this guy who I just ran into the other day, or actually who I saw the other day. Anyway, only New York City has turkeys in Staten Island. Absolutely. So you went to so many places last week. I know, it was fun, Din Din. Did I ever see the show Billy on the Street? Billy on the Street, of course. Yeah, he's kind of funny. That's like a real interview show. That's like mainstream media. The shit you see every day walking the city, you don't need to watch it on YouTube. I know. Yeah, he was scared after being chased. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that, ABX girl? When you first visited New York City, you checked out the Natural Museum of History, Central Park, Twin Towers. It was great. Hells yeah. On a serious note, I will be careful going to Central Park. No, that's been an ongoing thing in Central Park. Derek, good morning, Derek. Good morning, Chris from Nassau County. And Lucas Gallant, welcome. But anyway, Central Park has been kind of evolving as of late. The problem with the robberies in Central Park is that it's young people. It's like people who are like 11, 12, 13, 14 years old. And they walk around in packs, wolf packs as the NYPD called them. And you got to really keep your head on a swivel. It's kind of scary that people are getting robbed like in the middle of the fucking day. It's kind of crazy. But obviously, if you go into Central Park at night, you gotta keep your head on a swivel because it's a lot of places where people get hide and shit like that. But like, that's been an ongoing situation. But unfortunately, it's the kids. It's the kids that are just ruining everything. Good morning, Robin. Welcome. I hope you have a great day too, Diana. Yeah, one of the robberies was like 10:30 at night, 11. You know, like, and again, I understand that maybe tourists may not understand like. You don't want to go into Central Park at night with a big ass DSLR camera hanging from your from your neck. But the kids, it's kids. It's bad. The youngsters are worse. Yes, indeed. Good to see you, investigator. Welcome. You know, unfortunately, like the way social media and internet has played itself out to be as of late, it does kind of foster this kind of behavior because the young kids think that there's like no consequences for it, and especially if you're a young migrant teenager. There gotta be consequences. Listening in over here. No home training. Arrest the parents. Absolutely. Social media has ruined this latest generation. Absolutely. There's a YouTube about New York City in the 70s, and yeah, I know ABX Girl. It's true. ABX Girl, very true. You're not going to Central Park when it's dark. There's no need to go to Central Park when it's dark. If you do go to Central Park at night, you got to be like in a group of people. People read the news. No one will come here. It's true. No, if people read the news, nobody would come here. It's very true. Them kids are gonna roll up on the right one, and yeah, exactly, Indians. Thank you so much, Robert. I will have a great day. Yeah, the parents will say, "That's not my kid." That whole adage, "Not my kid." That's not my kid. These kids don't. Yeah, exactly. These kids don't behave, and they're here illegally to begin with, which really sucks. I get it, especially if they came across the Darien Pass or something like that. You know, like they had a hard time getting here, and they're hungry, so they're gonna do stupid shit. But that's something that's been evolving for quite some time now. And I always say, even back in Coney, like I don't worry about the adults. I worry about the teenagers. The teenagers are the ones that are gonna fucking fuck everything up. You always gotta watch it, but they always do stupid shit. But living in New York, there's always cameras around, so you gotta get caught eventually. This is the thing. This is the thing that I think people don't understand about New York, is that the NYPD is really good at finding like a camera footage of stuff. And they'll track you. If you've done something really bad, they'll track your ass down and they'll find you and they'll lock you up quick. So the young generation, you're scared for it. Yeah, I know it's true. Azan, I agree. Chris, you're visiting from Virginia. You think you'll avoid the city? Such a shame. Don't need to avoid the city. Just keep your head on a swivel. Yeah, no, the kids all around the world are just awful now. Like the young, the iPad kids are fucking awful. Don't let the Duchess walk by herself. She will destroy people, okay? So I'm not worried about the Duchess because she will literally punch somebody in the jugular and then she will crack vertebrae. That's a strong girl. I don't got to worry about the Duchess at all, but believe me, I do. Every store has cameras now. Every store has cameras. Yeah, back in the day, right? Used to drink brewskis, right? Smoke some weed. Now the kids are crazy. I know. Kids are absolutely crazy. Yeah, the young iPad kids. That's what they are. Right? You have bike gang kids. Yeah, but no, we have that here too. Yeah, you got to be mindful wherever you are. Here in New York City, London, Winnipeg, Iowa. Anywhere. I know, John. I know. No, but the Duchess is like, she's strong. She's been attacked in the past before we got together, before we met. She was attacked years ago, but after that, she's a tough cookie. I wouldn't want to get on the Duchess's bad side. I wouldn't want to try to do anything like that. Yeah, a lot of things happens all over the country, and kids aren't being held accountable. Ain't that the truth? Definitely avoid. Absolutely, absolutely. No, she's not playing around. She doesn't play around. I know, even there in the South, everyone needs to be armed and everything, and you got morons with guns, and you got... Which the gun situation, it's like, it's a mixed bag. I think some people should have guns, and some people shouldn't have guns, and the people who feel the need to go to a Starbucks with a gun, with an AK-47 strapped to their back, I don't trust those people. Be courteous to your fellow humans and keep something concealed. You missed the days when kids hung out at the Boys and Girls Club in the libraries. You remember that? You remember that? Was it 3H? Well, who remembers the 3H Club? Kids need to be spanked like back in the days. Well, yeah, they're not allowed to get spanked because, you know, they'll call child protective services and shit. I know, people blame the guns instead of the people. Exactly. No respect for the elders. Absolutely not. Yes, the world does need to shut the fuck up. Absolutely, Indians. I mean, some of the things that I have seen young children do to their parents in public is like, I would have been beat the fuck up by my parents if I would have done half of the shit I've seen as of late. Good morning, Frank. All right, 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, and I gotta go make money. Because this YouTube thing, even though thank you for all the super chats and all PayPals, it only partially pays the bills. It only partially pays the bills. Some people are like, you get so many donations. I'm like, I do, but I have lots of bills to pay too. I can't be like this guy who stream sniped Mr. Bass with mommy and daddy paying my fucking cell phone bill and going to Rutgers University, and I'm gonna go to the Jersey Shore and rent a house this weekend, and this fucking piece of shit going around New York harassing people, and mommy and daddy give them enough money to get an Airbnb in the Jersey Shore for the weekend. Oh, let me just slit my wrists now and get it over with. If you looked at an adult the wrong way, you got a beating. I know, me too. I know, it's tour time, baby. It's tour time, baby. It's time to go to work. You think that what it is, kids got... No, the kids have no after-school programs, Hector. That's very true. Bring back the madness, bad manners, right? Bring back the madness. You remember that band? It was one of my favorite bands of all time. Chris Lombardi asks, where am I? I'm in City Hall Park. Lower Manhattan. Oh, look at him looking into the camera like there's something special. Ridiculous. Anyway, the belt was enough, right? The belt was enough. All right. These fucking children tourist groups are the worst. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this little bit of coffee. If you did, hit the like button. All right, hit the like button. Helps me out tremendously in the algorithm. I want to thank JC Droid and Mr. and Mrs. Metalhead for the PayPal and Super Chat donations. It is deeply appreciated. And join me later on this afternoon around 1:30, and we're gonna ride the NYC ferry today. So we will do that, and we'll go back into Bay Ridge, and I'll show you where Tommy got whacked in Goodfellas, and that and more later on this afternoon. So from City Hall Park, this is Dutch Moz signing off. Have a fabulous New York day, whether you can afford to live here or not. Hug your loved ones, cherish those sweet moments, and good night and good morning, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.